Okay, go ahead.
All right, so good morning. We'll start the public hearing on the Red Lake River Comprehensive Watershed Management Plan. The draft plan has been out for 60-day formal review. Comments were due on that draft plan on April 15th. State agencies did submit comments. So there were 31 comments submitted by various state agencies. And the planning work group, we met to go over those comments. And Deanna has that spreadsheet pulled up. So out of those 31 comments, 26 were addressed. So changes will be made or have been made or in the process of being made to the plan. And then 5 of the comments were not addressed. So the ones that weren't addressed are highlighted in yellow, and I'll go through those. So the first comment was submitted by the DNR, and the comment was altered hydrology does not directly address ditching and tiling effects. So the planning work group, our response to that comment, so it's altered hydrology issue statement. It's a general statement, and it's covered under the flooding goal. And then we did identify practices or projects that could fall under that. So 2-stage ditches can address altered hydrology, and then we could add to that narrative. So, and then culvert sizing, that's addressed in altered hydrology as well. The next comment by the DNR that wasn't addressed regarded the 4,000 acre feet of storage and how is that goal going to be reached. Again, this was more, we didn't want to get in, like in this section, specific projects or actions aren't identified. They're in a different section of the plan, so section 5. And we capture those in that implementation section, and then also the multiple benefits or stacking benefits in the plan as well. And if anyone else has anything to add, feel free. So. All right. Next comment is also from the DNR. Comment is preference given to natural materials such as toadwood, sod, mat, and bank plantings. So tree plantings or native vegetation plantings for stream bank projects. And then the importance of riparian vegetation for stream bank stabilization. So we discussed that as a planning work as well, and feel that that decision should be made by the engineer designing those projects. And then, engineer and then the landowner and the staff at the SWCD. And then a different section, so habitat addresses connectivity and improvements, and we didn't want to limit the specific project materials in the plan. Next comment by the DNR, this section best addresses the issue of altered hydrology. None of the activities address the causes of altered hydrology. They just address the symptoms. And then, so we discussed that. We all agree that there's benefits to that. It's just, there's not a good way to measure or quantify those benefits. So if anyone had suggestions to quantify those, we could discuss that. So the next comment, actually that one will be addressed. So we're going to update some language to aquatic habitat to the riparian habitat issue statement. So actually that next one will be addressed. Then on to Bowser. So the comment was the success since the previous plan in the planning region sections at the beginning of section 3 seem out of place in the priority issue section. We discussed that, just felt it didn't fit really well in section 2 or 3, so we just left it where it's at. So not a significant issue there. And then the last one that wasn't addressed was a comment from Bowser as well. We recommend using the length. So this is pertaining to stream bank projects. using length as the goal or metric for stream bank projects, and then showing the estimated sediment reduction as a staff benefit. Planning work group discussed it and decided that we would keep, the sediment reduction as a primary goal and not have the linear feet. Actually, I think it's in the plan. We've had both, but yeah, they're both in there. So we just left it as is. So with that, I'll leave it up to the rest of the group or whoever's online if they have any additional questions or comments or things that need to be clarified.
I guess I don't have anything. Anybody else?
Yep.
Do we need to take action on the plan now then?
So I guess that's later in the agenda. So this was just to hear if there was any additional comments, give the public a chance to speak. Well, fine then. I think we just need to close the public hearing at this point.
We have a first, we